Miss me? So what is going on, people, and welcome to episode 19 of the Peterborough United career mode here on FIFA 23. I hope you're well. It has been a long time. The last episode that you saw, I recorded back when I was last releasing content. So it's been a while. I just opened this save file up today. I'm recording this on the Saturday, and hopefully you'll see this next week. I haven't touched this save in almost 2 months. So yeah, I apologise for the absence. Real life and other stuff has just been getting in the way, so apologies for that. But yeah, in real life, we're coming to the end of the football season, and seeing my team, Reading, do so badly has made me want to do successful on football games. So yeah, we're back with Peterborough, although the last episode didn't end too well. If we can, where's the calendar? I've forgotten how this FIFA works. Bear with me. So there we go. After a pretty mad summer, it has to be said, we started our championship campaign with a 3-1 defeat at home to Stoke, which is not ideal. Trying to embed in plenty of new signings. Of course, we lost one of our goal heroes from last season, Johnson Clark-Harris, in the summer. And well, despite ending pre-season quite well with wins over Genoa and Lecce, yeah, not a great start to the season, but we return to action today. And well, we start with an away trip to Blackpool before playing Bristol Rovers in the Carabao Cup and ending against fellow promoted side Ipswich at home. Hopefully we can get some points back on the board. We have quite a large squad. I have a spreadsheet with my whole squad, all my plans and everything. And yeah, I forgot how bloated this squad is. This is what the starting lineup looks like currently. So for those of you who haven't watched the last episode, do that one. There's quite a lot going on. But this is what our starting lineup looks like at the moment. So Dan Bentley in goal. Signed him. Lots of free agent signings, as you would expect from me. Dan Bentley came in on a free, as did Tommy Smith and Mads Anderson at the back. Joe Edwards and Harrison Burrows, of course, with us last season. Yando Fuchs was there with us as well. Robbie Brady we signed on a free. Bakari was with us last season. Daniel Johnson on a free. Jamal Lowe on a free. And Garner so far starting up top in the absence of Johnson Clark-Harris. But as you see, we've got Riznik there, Josh Knight, Maxime Collin who came in, Jack Taylor, George Saville, Assad who we signed last season, and your boys there as well. But lots of new faces, I think. Hassan is a new face. Thompson and Randall there last season. Thompson as well. Fiola. Less about him, the better. But then lots of players were looking to get out on loan. David was a signing we made in the summer. As was Torre. Ward was here last season. Jones last season. Butler, Marriott, Bergstrom's. A lot of youngsters we've called up as well. So, yeah, a lot of new faces. We are still looking to bring players in. We have, I think, we have 5 million in the budget, so still a bit of room to manoeuvre. At the moment, I'm not too sure what it is that we're looking for in general. We're looking at any position, apparently. But yeah, lots of players to scout, I would imagine. I think we've expanded our scouting range. I think last season we were just scouting English players, potentially. But now we've moved out into like Spain as well, maybe another country, I can't remember. Where else have we got scouts? Germany and Spain as well. So yeah, got plenty of international options now, but if we look to improve the squad, it will certainly be hopefully improvements. But yeah, it's got a lot of catching up to do in terms of content and stuff. I am back, I've been wanting to record for a while, but just for whatever reason haven't been able to. But yeah, the bug is back, and we need to crack on with this save. This is the second season in game. We are in the Championship. We got promoted last season. Thank you for the continued support as well in my absence. Still, the views are up there. The subs keep climbing. I think we've surpassed 350 subs, which is fantastic. But yeah, for now, let's see if we can get our first Championship board points on the board this season away at Blackpool. If you are looking forward to this, make sure you pop a like on there for me. Subscribe to the channel. Let's get it. So for this game away at Blackpool, this is how the hosts line up. Grimshaw in goal, back four. Callum Connolly, Ekpiteta, Thornley and Thompson at the back. Zungu in the base of the midfield with Stewart and right ahead of him. On the right, Owen Dale, Jerry Yates through the middle with Keshi Anderson out on the left-hand side. We have gone with the lineup that I just showed you. So yeah, hopefully we can produce something. Robbie Brady in the middle of midfield is obviously something different, but we converted him to a centre mid, and he's got good technical ability, so that's why I'm playing him in the middle at the moment. Anderson is just a love affair from Barnsley, but also very good defender as well. Bentley is an upgrade on Riznik. Jamal Lowe is naturally a striker, but can play out wide. And that's kind of, you know, having maybe someone out on the wing that can finish as well is a bit more of a natural finisher. Hopefully might help us. Bakari, we know, has got a bit of speed. Johnson scored for us in the last game against Stoke. And Fuchs, we love him, of course. So hopefully, you know, Blackpool, as we've seen in real life this season, are struggling. They won today in real life away at Birmingham to boost their survival chances. But it's still not looking great for them. And hopefully we can do something decent against them today. But Jamal Lowe out on this left-hand side early doors. Johnson was there. That's what I was aiming for. Fuchs. I have to go one more with this one. And Smith, his little ball in there to Bakari. Johnson. Oh, I should have played that one more. Fuchs had made a darting run in the middle there. But I just opted to try to shift the ball onto Johnson's left foot and then pull the trigger. In the end, I should have played that one more. And that was a brilliant header, actually, inside. But we work it out nicely. And Bakari might have to try and get by his man hit. He's got the run on Dominic Thompson. And he's got by him, but no options in the middle. Although he works it nicely. Back to Joseph Garner, who finds the bottom corner across the face of goal. You perhaps think the keeper should be doing better. But from the angle, Joseph Garner has found the lead. Well, maybe could have had a shot with Bakari there, but the defender not really getting close enough to Garner. And, well, he's grabbed his first goal at this level. We turned down some big bids, if memory serves, in the summer for Joseph Garner, but not big enough to entice me into selling. And, well, it's a good start to this return to this career mode. It's 1-0. Although Anderson has got down the left-hand side here. Bakari stays with him, tries to get in and does get a block in, but it will be a corner for Blackpool. Apologies if the commentary is a little bit rusty, as you can imagine, after a couple of months not playing this save. But they work it nicely. Right. Oh, Edwards needs to stay with his man, and he does just so about. Oh, there's a good touch from Thompson. Johnson actually gets away from his man. He may be able to do the same here. He's got away from Ekpiteta, and he could well get away from his man, Daniel Johnson. Oh, it's a good save in the end from Grimshaw. Thought he was going to go all the way. It's a lovely run from him. Brady with the corner to whip it in. Johnson is there at the near post. Oh, and it's actually taken a deflection. I don't know if it's a block. I don't know how much the defender's known about that, but Johnson, not a massive, gets his head on it. And, well, it's been given as a corner. I didn't really see a nick in there myself. It's going to be Jamal Lowe to take it. And Garner's there. And it's headed away, but only as far as Brady. Gets it down to Yando Fuchs. Anderson to Edwards. Bakari. Oh, I was going to have a strike, but we'll get the ball in here if we can. Garner's there. Doesn't really compete with the defender. Johnson finds Bakari. Oh, not Bakari. Garner, sorry. Who tries to feed in Jamal Lowe. Oh, it's a lovely ball. Inside. Garner gets there, but the angle's gone for him. He recycle it. It's Robbie Brady on his left peg. And it's a good save from Grimshaw, turning it round the post. Jamal Lowe with another opportunity from a corner. Oh, and it's towards the back post. Anderson tries to get his head on it. We'll knock it down to Bakari. He's going to have a strike here. Oh, my. Oh, and it's gone in. Okay. I thought that meant... I've got an itchy nose here, sorry. I thought that the keeper getting his hand to it meant it was going to go round... He's going to tip it round the post, but actually, the hand on it has not really diverted it away. Well, I mean, it's a great leap from the keeper, and he's done really well to get a hand on it, but it's not enough. And actually, it's flown into the top corner with the aid of the the aid of the goalkeeper. Oh, Blackpool are just falling apart here. Johnson. Oh, Ekpiteta recovers well. Well, this is exactly the response we wanted from the Stoke disappointment to open the season. And we get it out nicely. And we could counter hit. Brady will go back over this side because Garner has got space. And bursts forward Joseph Garner into the area, across the keeper, and it's 3-0. And we are running rampant in this first half at Bloomfield Road. Jamal Lowe looked to be the man, but actually he was being marshalled well by the defender. So we switch it back to Garner, and he's burst forward. A real strike into the corner with Venom. The keeper cannot get near it, Grimshaw. Yeah, certainly a welcome return, although keep a clean sheet would be ideal. They have got a man over here. Dale into the area, and that's a good save from Dan Bentley. A strong left hand pushes it around the post. Come on, boys, keep a clean sheet until half time at the very least. Bakari is there with the header, and Smith, well, the header has not got much on it, but it is half time. What a start to this game. 3-0. We certainly look like we mean business. And a really good interception from Tommy Smith, and again we could be off it. Garner, he's lost his man. He could be in for the hat-trick. Joseph Garner, he has got his hat-trick. It is 4-0. And that was just too easy. Blackpool defensively have absolutely collapsed. Well, our main man up top. I mean, how different this career mode would be if we didn't have Joseph Garner. Assad comes forward here. Lovely. Oh, he's done really well, actually. And he's found the ball into Harrison Burrows. And that's a lovely move. I thought it was Johnson, but instead it's Yando Fuchs. And, well, it forces the save out of Grimshaw. That's why I shifted it onto the left, because I thought it was Daniel Johnson. But in the end, oh, we get it. Try and get it towards Edwards. We'll get this one back out. That's not what I had in mind, but still, it's not bad. Try and get it in towards Garner. Bakari, he's already scored one screamer in this game. Won't be able to score a second one from that opportunity, though. Man on the overlap here for Blackpool. It's Connolly. But Burrows does really well defensively, and Assad can come away with it now. There's a ball here through to Robbie Brady, and he can play in Joseph Garner, who's actually dispossessed the defender here. He's in behind again. Joseph Garner will strike across the keeper, and he has a fourth, and it's 5-0. That is route complete. Garner with 4. What a performance from our front man today. Tries to find the gap, but actually he's muscled off by the defender initially, but wins it back. Charges into the area. That might be the best finish of the lot. Left peg right in the top corner. Keeper's never saving that. And, well, what a way. We're better away from home, it seems, than we are at home in the Championship. And we've dispossessed him, and we could be... Oh, Brady just trying to feed Garner again. Could we have another 40-odd goal season from Joseph Garner? He was either got that or was very close to it last season. Addison does brilliantly. Anticipated the defender superbly, and that is going to be that. And an absolutely stonking performance against Blackpool. Fourth visual looks like Dimitar Berbatov. Interesting. Interesting career change for Berbatov, but there you go. Well, the stand's half empty, and you can't blame the Blackpool fans, really. What a performance. Only just edged the possession, but 9 shots to their 3, and we were clinical. I forgot some of the teams playing at this level. Leeds back down into the Championship. That should lift us up the table quite nicely, but only a couple of days, and then we have Carabao Cup action against Bristol Rovers. We've had an offer for Ajiboye. Elliot Lee. Are you just changing into a winger? No, you're changing to a cam, interestingly. Okay. Yeah, offer for Ajiboye from Sheffield United. He's worth 1.5 million, and that's what they've bid. They're willing to go just over 2 million. I'd probably want between closer to 2.5 million, if I'm honest. So I'm probably going to say no to this one. He's a good squad player to have. So he stays for now. Bristol Rovers up next. I think I'll make changes. I've gone into complete trance mode and realised I've started this game and I haven't even told you the teams or anything. Carabao Cup against Bristol Rovers. This is how they line up. Belshaw in goal, going with the back three. Connolly, Egan, not John Egan, Jamie Egan. He might be quite new considering he's quite young considering he's only 55 overall. Kilgore in the at the middle of the park or sitting as roster. Saunders, Finley, Evans and Gibbons across the four, and then Marquis and Aaron Collins up top. We've completely changed everybody. Riznik is in goal, Maxime Collin on the right, Knight and Hassan in the centre with Ahmed on the left, Taylor and Saville in the middle, Assad in the number 10 spot, Ajiboye out on the right, Ricky J. Jones up top, Joel Randall on the left. And on the bench we've got some names as well. Bergstrom's there, Jonas David, Fiola, Ben Thompson, Idrissa Toure, Joe Ward and Jack Marriott. So hopefully, especially if they're playing three at the back and we are in rich goal scoring form, albeit it's just one game, then hopefully, even with a rotated side against the team in a division that we came from last year, hopefully we can grab another good result. But they are moving the ball around quite nicely to start with. And that's come straight off Hassan's bonds and out for a corner. I don't think we've touched the ball so far in this game. Bristol Rovers there, and we get a big head on it, only as far as Egan though, who gets the ball back out. We need to get to him quick, and Ahmed is there and he does well to intercept, and he can find Joel Randall. Jones now, Ajiboye looks to be off on his bike, and indeed he is. David Ajiboye, who started as a bit of a hero last season, needs to cut that back. He did just about keep that in play. We'll go for Jack Taylor, who tries to strike, but it's blocked pretty well. And Bristol Rovers get the ball back under control. Assad, there's a spacing, but that's not quite where I was aiming. Considering I was pushing the analog stick up and left, I kind of wanted that ball through to Joel Randall. But as it is, we move and... it's a good ball in behind, and it's a strike that Riznik is equal to. Getting around us quite easily, to be perfectly honest. But that is good play. And Jones, Randall couldn't quite get the ball off. Ahmed had actually overlapped him by the time he comes to play the pass as well. Hassan sticking with his man who's got by him. Ahmed covering there. Saville trying not to get his feet wrong. And Ahmed has hassled really well there and ended up winning the ball back. It's been flicked on. Hassan reads it well. Taylor gives it straight back to them. Hassan, they're in again here. Evans, it's a good save from the feet of Riznik, and defensively we are at 6s and 7s. And who's that picks up an injury? I'm not too sure. We're on the counter now, and Randall could be in. And I said that there were no gaps. We might well have found one. Joel Randall, he could have squared it perhaps to Ricky J. Jones. But Belshaw pulls off the save. Our first foray forward, really, of any meaningfulness. And Assad looks to get his head on it. But Taylor, Randall cutting inside. He's going to lose the ball here, and has done. Ball for Knight's been done there. It's a good strike, and Riznik's been wrong-footed. And Bristol Rovers, Bristol Rovers deservedly take the lead. And it's Aaron Collins who's got it. Must be a warm evening there. That lady in the audience was wearing some very short shorts. Don't say that. That sounds pervy. It's not my intention. She's an animated character. Let's move swiftly on. Yeah, Riznik. I'm guessing he was thinking... Well, I'm guessing he was anticipating him going near post. In the end, he smashed it far post. It's not the best goalkeeping and not the best play from us here. We're 1-0 down to a side in the division below. And it happened in the Johnson's Paint Trophy final last season, of course. Even though it's the Papa John's Trophy now, we'll cut this one back if we can from Ricky J. Jones. Not quite. Assad now. It needs options though, and Randall may have provided one. Little running behind. Needs options. We'll try and stand this up if we can. And your boy squeezed the header in. We'll get this ball back and we will go. As soon as he went to head that, I was thinking, what are you doing? Because I wanted him to smash that on the volley. But he's headed it back where it came from, and that, you know, that's what coaches always tell you to do: cause keeper problems. Well, who's that stood in front of the keeper? It's Saville stood in front of the keeper, but he is onside. He's not interfering with play. Well, he's definitely in the keeper's way. There's a solid header right inside the post. And Ajaboy, probably the most unlikely source in terms of a header, has given us, or brought us level, I should say. But again, they're causing problems from the kickoff. Gibbons is inside here. Knight. Well, that injury to Josh Knight has meant I'm going to bring him off, and the Hungarian Fiola is going to come on in his place. Give him some minutes, as he's a bit of a write-off. He's retiring at the end of the season, so we can't really get rid of him. Oh, Saville tries to thread it through, and well, that could have led to a disastrous break. As it is, Bristol Rovers have given it away. That's a nice ball. Oh, Ajaboy, the option in the middle just disappeared. And well, it's Jack Taylor. He's going to wind up. He's going to have the strike. And it's a good save from Belshaw. Thought the offside flag might have been given because Saville was there in front of the keeper again. But Assad to whip the corner in, looking for Ricky J. Jones. And it's on the edge. And it's Randall with a right-footed strike this time. And Belshaw again equal to it as Bristol Rovers continue to make changes. Taylor with the corner. Fiola gets up. Randall not on his right. Jones, Taylor, stand this up towards the far post. Oh, and I think it was Hassan that was looking to run in on it. And Randall putting them under pressure. But Bristol Rovers play out nicely. 20 minutes to go in this one, and it could go either way. Support pass out from Evans, and we have room to manoeuvre. And Assad could be in. That's a good ball. Ali Assad is in behind, and Ali Assad has surely won it for Peterborough. It's a minute to go, or the final minute of the game, I should say. And, well, Bristol Rovers will be heartbroken. They've probably been the better team in this game. But a lovely burst forward from Ali Assad. Found the gap, kept his composure. Found the corner past Belshaw. We've turned this game around without really offering, second half Bristol Rovers haven't offered too much going forward. But then we haven't been brilliant in terms of our chances and creating anything that clear cut. But it is going to be a win, a hard fought one, but we progress in the Carabao Cup. A very good performance. Wow, they had 64% possession and it showed. Ajaboy with 8.1. Very good. We are through to the next round. Happy days indeed. Right, the final game of this episode then against Ipswich Town at home. And this is how our visitors line up. Joel Coleman in goal for them. A back five. Wes Burns, Burgess, Edmondson, Wolfenden and Leif Davis. In the middle, Lee Evans and David Seiger. Chaplin out on the right. Callis-Cainer through the middle and Harness out on the left. Last time we played Ipswich towards the end of last season, they absolutely dominated us, but I think we come away with a win somehow. They've got some good options on the bench. Freddie Ladapo is there. So, yeah, certainly not a team to be sniffed at. We return to our full complement. Bentley in goal, as you can see. Smith, Anderson, Edwards, Burrows, Fuchs, Brady, Bakari, Johnson, Lowe, and Garner. So, of course, we finished second in League One last season. Ipswich ended up winning the league. So, two promoted sides going at it once again. And, yeah, hopefully we can make it 3 wins out of 3 for this episode. It'll be a lovely return to this career mode again if we did so. But I'm conscious, I'm not too sure how Ipswich have started this season. They certainly look lively as they go forward here. Chaplin with the little skills. So yeah, not too sure, but we know how good Ipswich are from last season. Of course, they pipped us to that title by a few points in the end, I think. And that's, at the moment, we can't really get near them, which is not ideal, as Burns whacks out the little flip-flaps and all sorts, and I hate skills, so this is not going to be a fun game. And Anderson steps in very well indeed. Johnson finds Garner a little isolated. We need to run forward, and Bakari is going to provide that little ball over the top of Fuchs. He's into the area, Bakari, but Davis has stayed with him well. Johnson tries to bend one, and he has found the back of the net with aplomb. The man filling in for Garner, who is in turn filling in for Clark Harris. And well, it's a lovely finish. He's just bent that, taking it back to buy himself a bit of room. Garner does really well to shift himself out of the way, but he's bent that one into the far corner. Johnson has enjoyed life, or the start to life at Peterborough after moving from Preston on a free last season. Well, Preston released him, but you know what I mean. 1-0 against the League One champions. Not ideal. Jamal Lowe not having the best start to his Peterborough career, it must be said. Maybe playing him out on the left was a bit too much. Edwards needs to come across. Oh, Chaplin's done well. Edwards, can he come across? They just cannot deal with the skills and ball rolls and all sorts. Ipswich are level. Who was it up top? I can't remember who scored. Look, like all the little stupid ball rolls. This is why I don't play. I've said it a number of times. This is why I don't play online FIFA, because I can't deal with skills and all sorts of crap. Caliskaner, yeah, whatever, he scored. But all of that goes to Connor Chaplin. That was pretty mesmerising footwork from him, and that's not the best pass you've ever seen. And you'd have to say, we've taken the lead, really, against the run of play, really. Smith has got a place to run into. Not really got much option, though. Garner, that's not a good ball. Garner had a little bit of space on the edge of the area. But that is half-time. Ipswich certainly the better side. It seems to be a pattern at this moment, other than the Blackpool game, last 3 games. Ipswich and last couple, Ipswich and Bristol Rovers certainly the better side, but we're hanging on to something at the moment. Clean out, was it Garner there? That's not a great pass. I was just giving the ball away unnecessarily. Oh, and Caliskaner has done Edwards hit, and he's in behind, and he smashed that into the back of the net. A wonderful solo goal, and it's his second of the afternoon, and Ipswich have turned this game around just a few minutes after half-time, and it's come from our mistake. The lovely little, is that the Maradona? I can't remember. Either way, he's turned Edwards inside out. Not very often you see Ronnie Edwards get outplayed, but it's happened unfortunately there, and yeah, it's not gone particularly well for us. We find ourselves behind, as we did at a state of play last season, to be honest. Bakari, I tried to thread that through for Johnson. Fuchs is intercepted though. Brady, Johnson is there. Oh, it's just closed off for him, and it's good defending. And Fuchs will have a go, and it's blocked. He has another go, Yando Fuchs, and it's a good save from Christian Walton. And well, we've responded well to going behind. Brady, it's good. Oh, he's almost got his head on it, Jamal Lowe. It's Fuchs. And it's Smith on his left peg, the right back. Don't know why he's in the area. He's quite tall, to be fair. But now Ipswich could look to counter. They've played out very nicely indeed. Oh, and Harness has got the better of Tommy Smith. And now he can show him a clean pair of heels. But he's got back really well, Tommy Smith. Those two again continuing their duel this afternoon. That's fortunate for Bakari. And he's well. Oh, I thought Fuchs, once he got the other side, might have been away, but not quite as it stands. Big header forward, and Garner has picked up the ball. Oh, and he's just dribbled into trouble. I was waiting for Johnson to make the run. But if anything, that's kind of cost us really, but we intercept well. And Bakari has got space to run into. Osman Bakari has a strike on his left peg, and it's saved by Christian Walton. The gap was there, and the Ghanaian burst into it, but couldn't quite find the back of the net. Low with the corner. Oh, and it's headed towards goal, and it's a save from Walton. I thought that might have come off an Ipswich player, actually. But don't tell me Chaplin is going to keep the ball. He's done brilliantly, Connor Chaplin. He scores his problems all afternoon. And Burns finds his man. And well, Chaplin's in here. It's a good save. He is offside. Last chance saloon for us into the final 10. They were our foe last season. They beat us to the punch, and they've done it yet again. That's 2 defeats in our opening 2 home games in the Championship this season. certainly not ideal, but they were the better team, can have no complaints. Well, that says otherwise, maybe, but in their overall play, I'd say they were better. Well, 2 wins from the episode, 1 in the Championship, 1 in the Cup. We have Preston next in midweek. We have a notification as well. Hassan was disappointed. Don't worry, you'll get your chance, mate. That is for sure. But if we have a look at the standings, we currently sit 17th. 1 win and 2 defeats. Of course, last season we didn't really draw many games. But Sunderland yet to pick up a point this season. We are a couple of points clear of relegation. Bunch of teams on 1 point. If we have an Ipswich, even start their first win of the season, that actually, so that's a bit disappointing. We look towards the top. Teams you would probably expect to be there. Norwich, Leeds, Brighton as well. Bristol City, good start to the season for them. A bunch of teams on 7 points. Luton up there as well. But in our next episode, I think we will finish the month of August. Maybe, yeah, we will. So we will play the league games, sim the cup game, I would say. We'll play Preston, QPR, and finish the episode against Millwall. And we'll sim the cup game against Norwich, and that, yeah, and then we'll have deadline day as well. So plenty more to come. Thank you, as I said at the start, for your continued support during this absence. It has been very much appreciated. If you have enjoyed this episode, pop a like on there for me, subscribe to the channel. Well, as my t-shirt says,
have a nice day.